There comes a time in every raider's life when they question their place in the world, leaving Speranza to search topside for valuable trinkets, long-lost blueprints, salvage parts, fruit, and dog collars which you cannot wear. Bummer. Sometimes you need to take out some pesky art, sometimes you need to take out another raider who wants you dead, and sometimes you decide to murder another raider because you want their loot, or you're just evil and you hate other people's fun. You do all that, return to Speranza, and then you do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. After you do that enough times, you might ask yourself, why am I doing this? You might also ask, Delightful Dragoness, when the fuck are you gonna shut up? I came here to watch you solve the Harvester event. You're just yapping. Can you please just get to the fucking point? My point is that all raiders have a higher purpose, a more noble cause than pride and profit, a duty to unite and demand that Emberk make the dog collar wearable. I mean, liberate ourselves from the tyranny of the Ark. Yeah. It's that. It's liberate us from the tyranny of the Ark. Aww. All of that loot you work, sweat, and sometimes kill for isn't meant to just sit in your stash forever. It isn't meant to just be used to become rich. It isn't meant to be used to torment other raiders. No. It is meant to free all those who the Ark oppress from their genocidal campaign. So, naturally, after I played a few matches solely hunting for Ark and trying to unite raiders under this cause for at least a few minutes, I decided that I would go right to the source of the Ark, the Harvester. Sure, the Harvester isn't actually making the Ark, but considering a queen is deployed to defend it, along with a Rocketeer and a few other drones, the Harvester is clearly a critical asset to the Ark, and thus a prime target for raiders looking to strike back against their oppressors. I set out with a Pharaoh for anti-Ark, a Venator for anti-player if it really came to it, a Mark 1 looter module to hold all my goodies, a light shield for full movement speed, a ton of bandages, a few shield rechargers just in case, a few adrenaline shots to make mad dashes to and from the Harvester, and a bunch of AEDs, just in case I ran into some other raiders who wanted to join me. Oh, and a raider hatch key for a quick departure. I'm not risking going to an extraction. Not with you monsters, fuck no. Hell no, I know what you do. I know who you are. What follows is my first attempt at soloing the Harvester. I think the ending is pretty satisfying, so be sure to stick around for that. Or just skip to the end. I can't really stop you. So, thank you for your time thus far, and please enjoy the video. Oh, you thought you got rid of me? Not a chance. Anyway, in case you have never done this event before, I am going to walk you through what it is I am doing. When you hear that beeping sound, check what color the light in the center is. Yellow means you need to evacuate immediately. When you evacuate, try to go to the opposite side to the patrolling Ark units. They're usually mostly together, but, you know, it varies. Do not shoot anything unless you absolutely have to. If you have a lore grenade, now might be an okay time to use it, but again, only if you really have to. Run back in as soon as it is safe to do so, or even a little bit before. If it is blue, then be prepared to be stunned for a few seconds. It really isn't that bad. The stun only does shield damage, so take off your shield before you enter. It'll just save you some, resources. See, here I panicked and ran to the closest door, and because of that, I am faced with the Queen. It spots me, so I run inside. Now, my timing here was actually perfect, but again, usually it is unless you get a really good feel for this. So if an arc spots you, run inside if being in the fire won't kill you. Like, it will just be a better option usually. You'll notice I am opening these panels on the second level. Inside of these panels are 2 power cell things hidden somewhere. You'll want to open panels until you find these 2 power cells. One should start on the ground already, so that'll make 3 in total. When you get a cell, pick it up and then toss it down onto the first level. You'll thank me later because this saves you quite a bit of hassle afterwards. So basically, the loop is run in, open up panels. If you get a power cell, great, drop it down, and then run out when you need to and repeat. You'll do this until you have 3 power cells. I am just going to fast forward here because basically I'm just going through the cycle until I have the 3 cells. So here is that quickly sped up. Okay, so now that I have all 3 power cell things, I'm going to the center pillar thing. On the center pillar are 3 panels. You want to open them all up and put in a power cell into each. So open one up, put in a power cell, and repeat that 3 times. This will cause these yellow things to appear on the walls. You want to destroy all of them. I use a melee to do this. I'm not sure if you can use a gun, but if you do use a gun, use a hairpin because again, you don't want to make the arc suspicious that things are going on. If you use a melee, watch your stamina very, very closely. You want to always have enough stamina to make it to one of the exit doors. If you don't have enough stamina and you need to go to the exit doors, do not be scared to use one of your adrenaline shots, as long as you save one for the final mad dash. Play your life and play it safe. If you need to use an adrenaline shot, use it. I am just going to fast forward again because basically all I'm doing is breaking as many yellow things as possible before the thruster fire goes off, leaving, coming back in, putting back in the power cells as fast as possible, and then destroying more yellow things. You'll do this until you destroy all the yellow things. Just as I break the final yellow thing, the beautiful victory sound plays and the 3 loot vaults open. 1 for each player if you're in a squad, so that makes sense. If you did this with more than 3 people, try to divide the loot as best as you can. I think there's only going to be 3 blueprints, so just try to negotiate with people. Maybe one person gets all the arc loot, I don't know. If you did it with 2 people, then one of you gets 2 blueprints, one of you gets 1, it's whatever. Just, you know, try to be fair about it. All of you put in a good effort, so all of you deserve at least a little bit of a reward for your time. Now I need to escape with my life. This is why I brought a Raider Hatch key. You'll notice that there is a Raider Hatch very close by, so that's where I'm going to be going. I saved a adrenaline shot, so if I run out of stamina, I can quickly pop it. try not to be over encumbered for this run. It's a good idea. Again, play your life. It would be a shame if you died now. If you have a lure grenade, now might be an okay time to use it, but if you can just stealthily avoid the arc entirely, then just do that instead, like I do. Dude, fuck you, I'm out of here. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Get out of here. Fuck you. Imagine camping that, bro. Imagine camping that and still losing. Imagine camping that and still losing. Fuck, dude. Oh, what a piece of shit, bro, that person was. Oh my word, bro. As you heard, I have some strong opinions of what happened in those last few seconds there. I would have happily shared the loot too if they had just come out to help me, but no, they had to take the path of greed and camp it out, and they still failed, which I think is really satisfying. That was the satisfying end I was like talking about, by the way. So thanks for sticking around to the end, even if you skipped ahead. I appreciate your time. If you want to, you know, watch me live, I sometimes stream. You can find me at the link in the description. Besides that, yeah, take care, have a good time, and don't be like that person the last few seconds there. Be a friend, help out, and share the loot. We're all better for it.